Let's get this one started. Gonna be doing some fitness tips and tricks with this live stream. Basically, I'll be answering any questions that people have that need to be cleared up, or any general questions. But before we get started on that, I just need to make sure my voice works, so I'm gonna be playing my live stream back to me. And yeah, it works. Cool. Let's see if there's anything happening in the live chat. If someone messages, I'll take a look at that. But as in that, let's get started on multiplayer. Alright, let's see. So I'm probably going to be answering a bunch of like generic questions, right? Really makes sense for me to start with those. My Wi-Fi might be a little bit bad right now, so yeah, I might just be a bit of trouble, but it should be good. Alright, so you know what, first things first, what we'll do is we'll go to headquarters so I can get some of the challenges. Right, we'll do that first. If you guys have any questions, you can ask as well. So no worries, I'll try my best to answer your guys' questions yesterday. Okay, cool. Wow, a lot of stuff is happening here. Do I have any supply left? Oh, I do have one. Cool. Interesting. Not bad, a few stuff. Where's the mail at? Right here. Okay, do that and that and that. Got another supply drop. Let's call it there. Dope. I like that. I like that. Okay.
I like the enthusiasm, soldier, but you already have assigned orders.
Why you got rid of the signed orders? My signed orders are retarded. This one's not happening. This one's not gonna happen. This one's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. And not gonna happen.
Keep challenging yourself.
We'll get rid of this one too. Okay. This one I can do.
But it needs to be done.
I take this one. I'll take this one too. And this one. And this one.
I'm glad you volunteered.
Okay. Some new stuff in the dossier. Switch to that. I got a new emblem. Useless though, I don't really want it. And a few emotes. Okay. Let's just switch up a few things before actually playing. I'm never gonna use that. Slap the grease gun there. Get a better pistol going. That's fine. Yeah, so we're switching pistols for everything. Okay, so I got 2 airborne classes, I got 2 infantries, and I got a mountain. That's pretty good. That's probably what I want to go with. I'll go public match, and we'll hit up hard point. First things first, I gotta know how to mute everyone in this game because I don't want them listening to what I'm saying. So before we do that, okay, so we've muted everyone. I'm gonna hit the grease gun. Alright, so let's get started with the game. Hold on. Yeah, so one of the very first things I want to clear up would be when people start working out, they're in a state where they don't know about if they should bulk, if they should maintain, or if they should cut, right? There's like 3 different styles of training that, you know, generally people associate themselves with. The bulk would be when you're trying to gain weight. You know, most of that accumulates as either fat, or, you know, if you're good at it and you're able to eat clean and stay on top of everything, sometimes you're even able to, you know, get away with making pretty solid muscle gains during your bulk. That being said, a bulk, I'm currently on one right now, weighing at 177, but it's not as easy as people think. It's pretty tough. You know, I'd say, I'd say the eating portion of the, you know, training is the toughest part. So it really depends on your goals. If you're looking to try to put on some weight, trying to get some mass, then definitely go with, you know, a bulk. And if you're trying to maintain, you know, like you like your size right now, you like your weight at the moment, right, then definitely go with that maintenance. But however, let's say you're a little, you know, you want to shred up for the summer, right? Realistically, it might not be possible to do when you're maintaining or you're bulking, right? So your best option at that point would probably be to go on a cut. And cuts are, I believe, they're not too tough, in my opinion, right? I've done a cut before, and I've done a bulk before. I've done regular maintenance before. It's not all that difficult as, you know, a lot of people may make it seem. So in that sense, you know, I was in my case I was 150 when I started training, and with regular training I was able to maintain my weight while on a caloric deficit, and I was able to actually maintain my 150 pounds and shred up quite a bit. But you know, over some time, over a year of training and stuff, I was like, you know what, I don't want to remain at 150, I kind of want to gain weight. Right? I want to be heavier, I want to have more mass on me. And in order to do that, I decided to go in a bulk this fall and winter. So I'm currently weighing at about 177 right now, and my goal is 190, right? 190 for the bulk. And when I hit 190, I'm going to be cutting down to 175, right? That's the goal, at least. That being said, I know it's not an easy task as well. It'll be quite difficult. So, you know, I've been stuck at 175, 177 for maybe a couple of days now. Weeks, actually. Like a week, maybe 2 weeks. That's not cool.
Incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover.
So my advice for bulking and cutting would be, you know, evaluate what your body weight is, what your body size is right now, if you wanna, you know, and what your goal is, right? You know, if let's say you're 140 pounds, you're 5'9", right? I wouldn't recommend you to cut, right? Like, even if you want to go shredded. Like, maybe you don't care about the muscle, but the muscular aspect of it. But chances are, if you shred, and you're like, let's say you're 6 feet, you decide to shred, at 140 pounds, and you're like 6 feet, it's not gonna look good. Chances are, it's not gonna look good. So you, at that point, you wanna probably bulk, right? Aside from that, there's not much I can say about bulking and cutting. It all really depends on your preference, right? If you have, you can tell based on your goals what you should do and what you need to do, right? Oh my god, I suck. Yeah, so let's move on to the next question that people ask. Should I do cardio before weight training or weight training before cardio? Again, this really depends on your training goal, right? If you're trying to gain size, well, not even on your training goal, you know, definitely. Well, I've always followed a staple routine. I never do cardio before working out. It just doesn't seem reasonable to me, right? Because you're pre-exhausting your muscles before you're even getting the hard part of it, right? Cardio is good, don't get me wrong. Cardio is amazing for your heart. Just the thing is, it's not viable to do it before you're a resistance trainer. Man, goddamn, I suck at this game. It's not even me that sucks at this game, it's just the team is trash, but... Okay, I suck there. What was I saying? I'm about to quit this game.
New hardpoint. Flush out the enemy. Enemy heads.
What was I talking about? Yeah, cardio or weights. What do you do first? Definitely do weights before, right? You'll make a lot more gains that way, and it'll work out better that way for you. You'll make a lot more gains. You won't be as tired as you would when you're training with cardio first. So I would recommend, you know, doing your heavyweight training first, getting that out of the way, and then following up with just regular cardio, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, depending on your goal. Okay. I know it's little not the best at explaining over this. Just it's mainly because I don't know any of you guys, right? And that's a little tough. But yeah. Skip that. How do you mute everyone? Interesting. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's see. Pure Grizzly, that guy. Don't know how to mute it. Oh, there, he's already muted. Okay. So, another question I get asked sometimes is, how do you train? Right? So everyone has different training styles, right? What works for them and what doesn't work for them. I used to do a push-pull split training style where I'd basically do, push exercises on one day, Then I would do pull exercise on another day, and then legs and shoulders on another day. So it would look like this: chest and triceps on one day, back and biceps on another day,
New hardpoint. Flush out the enemy.
back and biceps on the day after, right?
Locked down. We're breaking their
And then
backs.
legs and shoulders on the third day. Right, that's what my training schedule used to look like. But then I realized my body has gotten used to it,
Defend the hardpoint.
and it's not working that well for me anymore.
Hardpoint is getting
So
overrun.
I decided
Need
to
reinforcements.
switch it up.
Seize and
Maybe
defend the
I was like,
hardpoint.
maybe let's see if I can try something else.
Hardpoint is secure.
So I switched to a 5-day split. Technically it's 6 because I'd only get 1 day of break in between my in between, you know, my training session days. But
Hardpoint in allied hands.
it now looks like
Hardpoint is getting overrun. Need reinforcements.
it's now I do push day, so I'll do chest and triceps with
Enemy
front
holds the
delts
hardpoint.
and a bit of laterals
New
delts,
hardpoint.
right?
Move out.
And then I'll do a pull type day
Enemy holds the hardpoint.
with back and biceps. Again, lateral delts as well as some rear delts on that day, right? Then I'll have my leg day to give my upper body a break. Give the upper body a break, and then I'll go into arm day where I'll do biceps and triceps and finish the week. No, actually I lied. After legs I'll do a shoulder day, like just dedicated to shoulders simply. And I'll warm up my arms a little bit that night just to give them a little warning for the upcoming arm day, right? And then after my shoulder day I'll do my arm day.
New hardpoint.
And following that arm day is my break day, and then I'd restart on my push day for my 5-day split. That being said, I'm not saying it's the best training method. I just say it works for me, right? So I try to incorporate as many supersets, giant sets, and all that stuff in there in my routines. Chest day, it's a little harder to incorporate with that, but I'm able to pull it off easily on arm day. I mean, arms are easy to superset. I can do what do you call it? Biceps into triceps or triceps into biceps. And it works fine for that. You know, I'll warm up my biceps first, and then I'll go into my triceps right after to warm them up. I will
Hardpoint location confirmed.
to warm them up. It really depends.
Enemy holds the
Whichever
hardpoint.
one I feel like starting with.
Care package
Majority
on
of
the
the
way.
time I'll start with
Check the top
biceps
zone.
because it is a smaller muscle. It's easier to warm up as well. Again, that being said, it's not the best. Right? There are a lot of other better ways to do this.
Seize and defend the hardpoint.
I'm just saying what works for
Enemy
me.
holds the hardpoint.
So I'll do biceps first, and then follow that through with triceps warm up. And by doing that, I'm actually able
Hardpoint's getting
to.
overrun. Need reinforcements. Hardpoint is in enemy hands.
Hold on. By doing that, I'm actually able to get a better contraction
Recare
going, and
packages
I feel like I'm working my arms
Resupply
out a lot
recon
better,
observed.
right? It's not something you have to follow, but it's a good way to increase mass and get a good pump going. And definitely you want a pump going at all times because you know it looks good. But definitely incorporate some supersets into your workouts. Incorporate some giant sets. Giant sets would be like 3 exercises without taking a break. Right? It isn't too bad either. I tried to do that on my trap days. Well, not trap days, but for my rear delts. I normally do that. I'll do like 3 different trap exercises, but I'll do them all together. So it's like so I get the most out of working my traps. A lot of people think I might have overworked my muscles, but you know, I don't think so. I have enough stamina and strength to make it through it. So I find it works for me.
New hard point. Flush out the enemy.
Supplement wise, what do I take for supplements? Just the generic just basic generic stuff.
Hard point is in enemy hands.
Second